Hello everyone, this is Aurora from Susan's family. Today, I'm going to show you a design from the Secret Garden series, the Jin Duo top. This top is made up of motif 1, motif 2, motif 3, and the edging. The edging is divided into neckline edging, cuff edging, and hem edging. First, crochet the motifs and work and join simultaneously to form the main part. Then crochet the edging in the corresponding positions. Pay attention, this garment is crocheted using mohair yarn, which makes it difficult to undo. It's recommended to first learn the crocheting method by following the video. You can also practice with other types of yarn. Below, we will first learn motif 1. Start with the chain ring method. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. There are many new stitches used. All details will be shown in the chart. Next, please watch the demonstration. For your convenience, I'll demonstrate using cotton yarn. The colors are random. For specific yarn, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. Start with 3 chain stitches, then slip stitch into the first stitch to form a ring. This completes the starting stitches. Take a look. There's a small hole in the middle. Now move on to the first round. Start with 1 bobble stitch made of 3 double crochets. We'll call it a bobble stitch from now on. The technique is to work 3 incomplete double crochets into the same stitch. Since this is the beginning of the round, chain 2 here, as part of the incomplete double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the small hole. If you can't find the spot, try inserting it near the center of the starting chain. Draw the yarn through. And that completes 1 incomplete double crochet. Now work another stitch. Yarn over. Draw the yarn through. Now you've completed 3 incomplete double crochets. Yarn over and draw through all the loops on the hook. That completes the puff stitch. The V-shaped braid on the right top is its stitch. Then work 3 chain stitches. Now make another puff stitch in the starting chain. First, work 3 incomplete double crochets. There are 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw through in once. The puff stitch is now complete. Work 3 more chains. Take a look. The first round consists of alternating puff stitches and 3 chain stitches. You need to complete a total of 6 puff stitches. Continue crocheting in this way. If you can't fit the last stitch at the end, you can pull the already completed part slightly to the right. Then continue crocheting. After completing the last puff stitch, work 1 chain stitch. Then, work 1/2 double crochet into the first stitch. To replace the remaining 2 chain stitches, join to connect the beginning and ending of the round. At this point, the first round is completed. Identify the side with the clearer texture as the right side. When crocheting subsequent rounds, keep the right side facing toward yourself. Move on to the second round. Make 1 beginning chain. This will serve as the starting chain for the single crochet. This does not count as a stitch. Then, work 1 single crochet and 5 chain stitches into the hole below. The pattern for this round is alternate between 1 single crochet and 5 chain stitches. All single crochets go into the chain spaces from the previous round. Follow the pattern to complete the entire round. After finishing, join with a slip stitch into the first stitch. Pull tight. At this point, the second round is completed. Continue to the third round. Pick the chain space on the left side. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The oval-shaped slip stitch in the diagram means not to tighten it. Continue by crocheting 3 chain stitches in the same chain space. Then, work 8 double crochets. Follow with 3 chain stitches and 1 slip stitch. Consider the part crocheted into the chain space as one group. For this round, repeat this group in each chain space. That's how you complete this round. Follow the pattern and refer to the chart to complete this round. Now, the third round is complete. Next, work on the fourth round. Make 1 beginning chain. Locate the single crochet from the second round. Crochet 1 single crochet and 8 chain stitches into it. There's a slip stitch in front of the single crochet. It was crocheted in the third round. Simply wrap around the work as you go. After finishing, continue to the left, and locate another single crochet from the second round. Crochet 1 single crochet into it. Then make 8 chain stitches. This round consists of working single crochets into the single crochets from the second round, with chain stitch intervals in between. Follow the pattern to complete this round. After finishing, join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. Pull tight. Now, the fourth round is complete. Continue to the fifth round. Pick up the chain space on the left. Make 1 slip stitch. Chain 4. Crochet 10 treble crochets. The technique for treble crochet is, wrap the yarn around the hook twice, draw the yarn through, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 3 times. That completes 1 treble crochet. Continue crocheting treble crochets. After completing, chain 4. Continue with a slip stitch in the current chain space. Treat the section crocheted in the chain space as one group. For this round, crochet one group like this in each chain space. Follow the pattern to complete this round. Now the 5th round is done. The 6th round is similar to the 4th round. Refer to the previous demonstration to finish it. Now let's move on to the 7th round. At the position of the left chain braid, make 1 slip stitch. Then start with another chain of 3 for the turning chain. Continue crocheting 9 double crochets on the chain braid. After completing, including the turning chain, you will have crocheted a total of 10 double crochets. Then chain 1 as an interval. This round alternates between 10 double crochets and 1 chain. All double crochets are worked into the chain braids from the previous round. Follow the pattern to complete this round. After finishing, on the turning chain, pick up the 2 strands of the topmost chain stitch, make 1 slip stitch, tighten it. Now the 7th round is completed. Next, let's move on to the 8th round. Start with a double crochet increase. This means crocheting 2 double crochets in the same position. Since this is the beginning of the round, start by making 3 beginning chains, correspond to the chain stitch below. Continue and crochet 1 double crochet in this turning chain. This completes the double crochet increase. Continue crocheting corresponding double crochets. Keep going until there is 1 stitch left before the left chain. Then make 1 double crochet increase. After completing it, crochet 2 chains as an interval. Take a look. Consider the completed part as one group. Above the chains from the previous round, crochet 2 chain stitches as an interval. On the stitch between the chains, make 1 double crochet increase at each end. In the middle, work double crochets evenly. Repeat this process to create a total of 6 groups in this round. Continue all the way down to complete this round. After finishing, join with a slip stitch in the beginning chain. The 8th round is now completed. Once this round is done, you can take a look. The motif roughly forms a hexagon. Let's measure it. The width of the hexagon after completing the 8th round. And compare it with the data provided in the chart. If the difference is small, you can continue crocheting. If the difference is large, you can switch to a different hook size, or adjust the tension of your hands and crochet again. For rounds 9 to 10, the technique is similar to round 8. It's also divided into 6 groups. The only difference is the number of chain stitches in between. Correspondingly make double crochets. In the middle, correspondingly make double crochets. Correspondingly make double crochets. Then, refer to the pattern and finish the 10th round. This completes motif 1. After finishing, make 1 chain stitch to secure. Leave a yarn tail and fasten off. Then use a darning needle to weave in ends on the wrong side of the piece. When crocheting each motif from now on, always weave in the yarn tail on the wrong side like this. Keep in mind that you only need to fully crochet the first motif 1. For the rest of the motifs, join as you go while crocheting the last round. Next, let's learn how to join. Here is a sample of motif 1 with only 1 round left to finish. Continue crocheting the final round and join it at the same time. The joining here is divided into the sides where double crochets are made, and the corners where chain stitches are made, for 2 adjacent motifs. Each time join 2 corners and 1 side like this. Crochet the current motif until you reach the corner position. After completing, work 2 chain stitches first. Then pick up the corner that needs to be joined. This is the middle stitch of the chain loop. Work 1 slip stitch. The oval-shaped stitch in the picture represents a loose slip stitch. When crocheting, place this yarn on the left side of the hook. This slip stitch serves as 1 chain stitch for joining. After finishing, work 2 more chain stitches. This completes the corner position. Now let's join at the side position. On this side, connect at the 5th stitch counting from both sides towards the middle. First, work 1 double crochet increase. Then 2 double crochets. That makes 4 stitches already. Connect at the 5th stitch. Enlarge the loop. At the symmetrical 5th stitch for the joining spot, pull the loop through. Slightly tighten the loop and then work 1 double crochet. Take a look. This connects at the 5th stitch position with the symmetrical stitch. Continue with 6 double crochets. Then enlarge the loop. At the symmetrical 5th stitch, pull the loop through. Work 1 double crochet. This connects it again. Continue to finish crocheting this edge. After completion, you'll reach the chain stitch area. Work 2 chains first. Then pick the middle stitch of the chain loop at the corner. Crochet 1 slip stitch. Work 2 more chains. This completes the corner position. These 2 motifs are now joined together. Afterwards, just continue crocheting this motif. Take a look. When joining every 2 motifs, the edge position is always on the 5th stitch from the middle, counting towards the center of the sides. The joining happens at this point. When attaching the corner position, there will be instances where you join again at an already joined spot. You'll join once more in that same place. Follow the corner joining method demonstrated earlier. At the insertion point of the slip stitch, crochet 1 more slip stitch to join. That concludes the explanation of joining motif 1. Next, I'll explain the crochet sequence using a joining diagram. Here, the sections are divided into the body and sleeves. This garment doesn't have a front or back, so the body and sleeves are 2 identical parts. Pay attention to the circle of motif 1 at the bottom of the body, and the 2 circles of motif 1 on either side for the sleeves. These are joined in a circular pattern. The last motif of the circle, at the end of the circle, is the last motif of the circle. Need to join separately with the motifs on both sides. When joining, make sure the motifs don't twist. While crocheting, you can first complete the 2 circles of motif 1 for the sleeves on either side, and 2 separate motif 1s. Then finish the circle of motif 1 at the bottom of the body. After that, crochet these motifs for the body separately. Be mindful of these 2 motifs on the sides, as they need to be crocheted while attaching to the sleeves. The bottom motif is located under the armpit. this motif, when joining, you need to pick up the corresponding corners of the motifs from both the body and the sleeve for joining. Ensure that after joining, the position is correct, and there are no large gaps. Next, let's crochet motif 2. Motif 2 is part of motif 1, and the first 7 rounds are crocheted in the same way. Starting from the remaining rows, work back and forth. Remember, the last row also needs to be worked and joined simultaneously. The new stitch used here is half double crochet. Now, let's show. This is a swatch that has already completed the first 7 rounds. Continue to crochet row 8. Before crocheting, carry the yarn across. Enlarge the loop, pass through the yarn ball and tighten the tail. Then draw the yarn through on the 4th stitch, from the beginning chain moving left. This way, the yarn tail transitions to this stitch. The carried yarn on the back side should be level with or slightly looser than the fabric piece. That's how you finish carrying the yarn. Whenever you encounter a spot where you need to carry the yarn, just refer to this demonstration. Now let's start crocheting this row. Work 1 chain as beginning chain. Crochet 1 single crochet into the first stitch on the left side, then 1 half double crochet. Continue and follow the pattern to complete this row. After finishing with a slip stitch, row 8 is done. Continue to crochet row 9. Start by carrying the yarn. After turning the piece over, draw through at the 3rd stitch to the left of the slip stitch. Then refer to the chart and finish this row. For the last row, work and join along the side in the corresponding position. The connecting method is identical to the one used for motif 1. At the beginning and ending corners, connect with a slip stitch spaced apart by 2 chains. Pay attention and follow the pattern while crocheting. That concludes motif 2. Continue to refer to the assembly diagram and crochet, and join the remaining parts of motif 2. Now let's move on to motif 3. Motif 3 is also part of motif 1. The first 6 rounds are worked in the same way. The remaining rows are worked back and forth. Mind the last stitch of each row. It is crocheted into the top chain of the turning chain from the previous row. The last row also needs to be worked and joined as you go. Motif 3 will be attached at the shoulders. The method is identical to the joining technique used for motif 1. Refer to the chart and joining diagram. Crochet in the corresponding position. That concludes motif 3. Next, we'll work on the edging. It's divided into neckline edging, cuff edging, and hem edging. The technique is almost the same. All are crocheted in rounds at the corresponding positions. The new stitches used are single crochet decrease, double crochet decrease, and reverse single crochet. Let's start with the neckline edging. Find motif 3 at the neckline. Here you'll see 2 chain spaces from round 6. Join yarn at the chain space on the left side. Make a slip knot and draw the yarn through. Adjust the size of the loop. That's how you join the yarn. Work 1 beginning chain. The chart shows 1/4 of the stitches picked up. The rest are symmetrical to the part shown on the chart. You can refer to the corresponding position for crocheting. First, crochet 6 single crochets in this chain space. Then move to the side of motif 3. Pick up and work 2 single crochets on the edge of double crochets. Work 3 single crochets on the edge of treble crochets. When you reach the last row, start with 2 single crochets. Next, continue picking up the side edges and connection spaces of this row. Work one single crochet decrease together. The technique for this stitch is: work one incomplete single crochet in each of these two spots. Insert the hook and draw the yarn through. The incomplete single crochet is done. Crochet one more stitch. After completing it, yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook once. The single crochet decrease is complete. On the left side is the motif. Evenly work 4 single crochets into the corresponding stitches. Then work one single crochet decrease. Repeat the technique for these 5 stitches and work 2 more groups. Pay attention to the single crochet decrease in the second group. Crochet on the chain stitch loop of the corner. Then you'll reach the position of motif 2. Work single crochets evenly across this motif. Start by crocheting in the chain space. Then crochet into the left stitch. When you encounter a slip stitch or beginning chain, crochet in their insertion point. While crocheting, if you come across a yarn carrying spot, place the carrying yarn over your hook and pull it through together. Continue following the chart downward. Crochet all the way to the middle chain of this motif. The part you're crocheting now, starting from the first stitch, represents 1/4 of the neckline pickup stitches. After checking the number of stitches, compare it with the chart, follow the demonstration here, and refer to the actual project at the corresponding position. Crochet the required number of stitches. Keep going until you finish this round. Pay attention, skip the middle chain of motif 2 without crocheting it. After completing, slip stitch to the first stitch. The first round is complete. Move on to the second round. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain correspond to the stitch below. Then crochet 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet decrease. The technique for double crochet decrease is as follows. First, crochet 2 incomplete double crochets separately. Yarn over, insert the hook and draw the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. The incomplete double crochet is done. Crochet another stitch. After completing it, yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook in one go. The double crochet decrease is complete. Then refer to the pattern chart and crochet until you reach the middle position of motif 2. Now you've reached the corresponding position. You've already crocheted to the 1/4 point of the neckline. Check the number of stitches and compare it with the chart. After confirming, continue crocheting the remaining part. That concludes the second round. This is the sample swatch after completing it. Continue with the third round. Start with a double crochet decrease. Since this is the beginning of the round, crochet 2 chain stitches first as the incomplete double crochet, then skip 1 stitch. Crochet another incomplete double crochet in the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through all loops. That completes the double crochet decrease. The V-shaped loop on the upper right is its stitch. Crochet 1 more chain stitch. Then at the insertion point to the left of the current DC2 tog. And in the stitch following the skipped one, work a double crochet decrease together with 1 chain stitch. Take a look. Consider one double crochet decrease and one chain stitch as a group. Repeat the group pattern. Work all the way down to finish this round. Pay attention that each double crochet decrease is crocheted at the insertion point to the left of the current DC2 tog, and in the stitch following the skipped one. Continue working down to finish this round. When you reach the last double crochet decrease, the second incomplete double crochet here is crocheted in the previous round's beginning chain. After completion, join with a slip stitch in the first stitch. The third round is complete. Continue with the fourth round. Work 2 chains, then work 1 chain as an interval. At the insertion point of the slip stitch, work a double crochet decrease together with the left stitch, and 1 chain. Treat the double crochet decrease and 1 chain as one group. Repeat the group pattern. Work all the way down to finish this round. Pay attention to each double crochet decrease. It should be inserted at the position on the left side of the current double crochet decrease, and work together with the next stitch. Continue downward to finish this round. Work the last stitch as a double crochet, then make 1 slip stitch in the starting chain space. The fourth round is complete. For the fifth round, start with 1 chain, then work single crochets into the stitches and chains. Correspondingly work single crochets. Continue all the way down to finish this round. After completing, make a slip stitch. The fifth round is completed. Move on to the sixth round. Start with 1 chain, then work 1 re-SC. The technique for this stitch is, insert the hook into the right stitch, and draw the yarn through, then normally work 1 single crochet, 1 rev-SC is done. For rev-SC, always insert from the right side of the stitch and work it. Continue working rev SCS downward. Finish all the way down to complete this round. After completing, leave a yarn tail, and break the yarn. Simply pull out the yarn tail, thread it onto a yarn needle. Use it to sew together the beginning and ending of the last round. Then weave in the ends on the wrong side. That completes the sixth round. Up to this point, the neckline edging has been explained. Next, I'll demonstrate the cuff and hem edging using an actual project. Since the cuffs need to be closed up, you should decrease in the first 2 rounds. For the hem, decrease in the second round. The stitch pattern worked on each motif at the same position should be identical. Just pay attention and crochet according to the chart instructions for different positions. Remember to check the number of stitches as you work. For the remaining rounds 3 through 8, they are crocheted in the same way as rounds 3 and 4 of the collar. Pay attention to rounds 5 and 7. The last double crochet decrease is worked on the last 2 stitches of the previous round. The remaining 2 rounds are identical to the last 2 rounds of the neckline. Refer to the demonstration and follow the chart to complete the remaining sections. With this, the edging section has been fully explained. Up to this point, the entire top is now completed. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website, Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.